Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, June 29th, 2023, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, hello, good morning, good afternoon, Xana, and welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Like I said, my name's Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 21 years, and I do this as a full-time job. So welcome and thank you for being here. As you come on, please say hi, give a thumbs up, give a, ask a question, give a comment, replay or live. And that will help my business actually, but also it will help you get entered to win the cards I'm making today. So I'll talk about that in just a second. Let me say hi to some people. First one here this morning was Julie. Good morning over on YouTube, Julie. Sherry, good morning. I'm trying to see the emoji. Oh, the sunshine. Yes, good morning, sunshine. Xana, good morning to you. Let's see over here. Facebook user Terry, good morning. Sandy in Wisconsin over on YouTube, and Kylie in Oregon, and Cindy. Good morning, Cindy. Thanks for sharing this video. Pam, good morning in North Carolina. Good morning, sunshine. Linda in Idaho, saving for later, watching with no sound in restaurant. I do that all the time with videos. Watch with no sound. Not that she can hear me saying that. Karen, good morning. Good to see you again since last night at our team crafting night on Zoom. Pam, good morning. Tracy, Angel, hello in Texas. Xana shared, thank you. Landa, good morning, Landa. And Kathy in North Dakota, Julie shared, thank you. Okay, so as you guys come on, say hi, even if it's on replay, YouTube or Facebook. Your comments and sharing the video and then commenting that you shared will get you entered to win the 3 cards I'm going to make today with this bundle called Timeless Charm. And this is a sneak peek that's coming out July 6th. So I'll tell you more about that when I get to the stamping portion. Let me remind everybody or let you know that in this video over on YouTube later today, I will add timestamps down in the description. You just click more or show more on that description, and it opens up all the links and information about me and the video and whatever. And I will add those timestamps, which will allow you to skip around and say, go to card 1, card 2, specials, events, whatever. So I'll add that later today. And then tomorrow over here in the corner, there'll be a little eye after I add this. Tomorrow afternoon, it will show up. And if you click on that little circle eye in the corner, it will take you to my tutorial store, which is also my blog, stamptherapist.com. But anyway, I have tons of tutorials over there that you can. I clicked something weird. Hold on. I'm trying to move this thing off the screen. Ooh, I got scared. Okay. Anyway, that you can check out. Okay. Debbie, good morning. Other Debbie in Dallas, good morning. Karen shared, thank you. Stella, good morning. Xana, it's 3 p.m. here for you. Good afternoon. Elaine, good morning. Lou Ellen, good to see you this morning. Kathy, and thanks for sharing, Kathy. She's traveling to Montana at the moment. Traveling in Montana at the moment. Elaine shared, thank you. And good morning to Marcia. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys about my events coming up. I do Stampin' Up! As a full-time job, so I offer tons of events that anyone can take anywhere in the United States. They're all offered to go. Some of them are offered in person here in Texas, and I do that in DeSoto, Texas, at a location I have, that I rent. So I'm going to tell you about what's coming up. So every month I have 4 classes: card, scrapbook, Stamp-A-Stack, and sampler. So the ones for June have passed, although I have a couple of packets left I'll tell you about. The ones for July are happening in person on July 13th, and Yes, you can come take all 4 in person. And to go will be mailed July 17th. I have not picked my products yet. By the way, if you have any requests, please type them in for Stamp-A-Stack and Sampler, especially, but yeah, for any of them. I can't promise I will do that, but I haven't even sat down with my catalog to think about it yet. So, you know, I need ideas basically. So, anyway, those classes, card and scrapbook, you can take those every single month. So they will be offered in July. Hopefully, I'll get my email out by July 1st with the link to register for those classes and the descriptions. But card is always 4 cards for $15 free with a $20 order, and scrapbook is always 3 12 by 12 pages for $15 free with a $20 order. I was looking for this current month's pages, but they're too difficult to get to right now. Okay, so that's those 2. You'll need to register by July 13th for those. They are while supplies last. Again, it's not ready to register yet, but it's coming. And then Sampler is a 12 by 12 framed art. Here's the one from this month in June. Super cute. I actually have 2 of these left if you would like to take this past class. It includes a PDF tutorial, step-by-step instructions. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss, everything possible. There's so much die cutting that Landa and Shirley did for you on this one. And then you'll get a half pack of the designer paper that you'll cut yourself. I forgot to put the graphic up about my events, what we do. So we give you a PDF tutorial. We cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible unless otherwise stated in class description. And then you cut your own designer paper and kit components if they are included with the fee. Anyone can purchase these tutorials for the last 4 classes for last month. They are in my tutorial store right now, stamptherapist.com. Click on tutorials at the top. So anyone in the US can take my classes, and anyone in the world can get the tutorials. Anyway, this was last month's. It's with the Zany Zoo bundle. But the, let me show you what a packet looks like. But the, what am I trying to think of? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'll announce what we're doing next month later. Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. So check it out. See, this baggie right here is full of all the pieces they cut and packaged for you in order of appearance. So you see the trees on the little alligator or crocodile piece right there. There they are right in the front. And these are packed in the order of square 1 through 9. Okay, so I have 2 of those available. By the way, this one is $30. However, the new price is $35 for the new classes. Okay. And you can join the clubs for these, of course, after 6 consecutive months. You get $25 in free merchandise. You get little gifts from me almost every month. It's not guaranteed, but periodic gifts. And you can cancel anytime. Okay, Stamp-A-Stack, same deal. But it's 12 cards. These are the ones from last month. 12 cards. Over 20 in merchandise in each class, Sampler and Stamp-A-Stack. And you make 4 designs, 3 of each. I have 1 of these left from this month. It's $32. The new price will be $35 next month, but this one's $32. And as you can see, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. You stamp and assemble with PDF instructions. Over 20 in merchandise. So these are the ones from last month, which is June, but July information is coming soon. So you can register for those as soon as I get it out, but you can join the clubs right now. Okay. Thank you, Xana. Yes, I know. You can't take the class when you live in the UK and I live in the US, unfortunately, as you know, though. Yeah, so shipping is $9 for all of my classes. $9 or $9.50, but this one's $9. I can't tell who asked that question. Terry. Yes, $9. I do combined shipping, so any of the monthly classes you take, you pay the 1 fee. If you place a $50 order, the shipping is free with the class host code. But anyway, Kat just jumped up here, literally on my paper. Okay. Can you see her tail? Yes, there she is. Okay, so those are the monthly classes. Bingo is tonight, but I do have one packet left. So if you're local and you want to take this, you can take it. Or even if you're not local, I can text or email you your bingo card, mail you your packet, and you can make the cards later. But we're going to make these 4 cards tonight on bingo. If you signed up for this, no email instructions have not been sent yet. They're going out today when I type them after this video. And you'll make these 4 cards with the lace shops or shopping. What is it called? Shopping. I forgot what it's called. Shopping something bundle. I don't even have a graphic anymore. Let's Go Shopping. The Let's Go Shopping bundle. Lace Shops Suite. Anyway, 4 cards. Cut, die cut, punch, emboss. You stamp and assemble. You can join us tonight on Zoom if you want to take it now. There's a link. You can register, and I'll text or email you your bingo cards to play for our door prizes. And it's fun. So that's available. Actually, I'm going to put these over here because I'm literally going to type those instructions after this video. And next up is annual catalog celebration event. Again, this is offered to go, but this one is offered in person. Bingo is to go only. It's on Zoom. This one is offered in person. We're going to make 8 cards out of 4 bundles from the new annual catalog. 4 bundles that I really love and think are awesome. And this cat, y'all, I'm going to make her go down, get off this table before I start stamping, obviously, or turn the camera down. Linda, thank you. Haven't used the animals very much. The animals are so fun to work with. Good morning, Pat, by the way. And who said yay for bingo tonight? Terry, woohoo. And Xana says, oh, bless her. Yeah. Let me show you right here real quick on this other camera. Oh, she's going to walk away. Those are all my notes, by the way. Yeah, she's just up here chilling out. Okay, next up is this annual catalog celebration event. So I call it a celebration of the catalog because we use, like 4 bundles. We try to use a lot of new accessories, designer papers, etc. The 4 bundles we are using are So Refreshing. This is your fast sneak peek. We cut, die cut, punch, emboss everything possible. Crafting with You. It's so cute. Beautiful balloons, because of course that is like just one of my favorites from this catalog. I've used it in so many classes already, but it's so versatile. And then Let's Go Fishing. So those are the cards you'll make. PDF tutorials, step-by-step instructions. If you come in person, you can shop my BOGO. And then you'll get to use my stamps, and you only have to bring your basic supplies and make the projects. If you take it to go, you will need to supply the stamps or substitute anything you want, PDF instructions. For both, you will get 2 video demonstrations by 2 of my helpers, which we will stream on Facebook for the to-go people. And then I have 2, hopefully 2, we've had an emergency come up with 1 person, so I'm not quite sure yet, but 1 to 2 guest display stampers. So I will photograph all of their samples and post those in the Facebook group as well. So you get access to all that, even if you take it to go. It's a lot of fun. There's also an optional card swap. The deadline to register for this is Sunday, and the card swap number goes out on Monday. So if you're taking it to go, you would have to mail those pretty quickly. It's usually a very low number of swappers, but it's fun to participate in a card swap. Okay, so sign up for the annual catalog celebration in person or to go. In the registration link is also the tutorial only and Facebook access link, fee as well. Okay, so any questions on any of this stuff, let me know. I have an email going out at 1 p.m. today Central to remind you of everything I've said and give you those links. I have a class coming soon. Let me see if the stamp set's over here. Yeah, with the Hello Kiwi stamp set with Alejandra Gomez. This, hopefully we're releasing it in July, but neither one of us have designed our stamp projects yet, but hopefully soon. It's on our list, top of the list. So that will be an online only class where you complete your projects with a PDF tutorial. Hey, Jennifer. And that's coming hopefully in July with Alejandra. Hello Kiwi. It's a really fun stamp set to work with. Okay, then the August retreat, you can take it in person or to go. In person is August 10 through 13 in Temple, Texas. We're using the Cheerful Daisies bundle and Kindest Expression stamp set for your 10 or more make and takes. We do a sampler, we do cards, we do scrapbook pages, sometimes like a little 3D item. I don't know yet. I have not thought about them or designed them, but of course I will, obviously. So the ones at the top, the Cheerful Daisies and the Kindest Expressions. And then we offer 2 additional classes. The Crafting with You, I'm going to do a sampler and some cards in that class. That's my class. And April, my retreat partner, can't talk, is doing a Stamp-A-Stack with the inked and tiled bundle. And she'll be doing the note cards and envelopes, so you'll make multiple cards with that class. You can register only for 1 class, only for 2 classes, only for retreat, only retreat plus 1 class. You can mix and match it any way you want or do tutorials only with my registration link, which will be in the 1 p.m. email today. And then there's a separate link if you want to go in person. So you can register for in person still. Our deadline, I did write it down, is July 23rd for either one, in person or to go. And then, she heard a noise. And then I'm looking for the date I'm going to mail it. Kit's mailed by August 18th. Now, it also includes, the retreat includes a bag that we customize, gifts, and then your $50 in merchandise and 10 or more make and takes. Okay. Good morning. Lots of people come on. Hey, Carmen, over on YouTube. I said hi to Jennifer. Hello, Pat. And thanks for sharing, Pat. Shirley, good morning. And she says good morning to all. All right. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Let's see. The last event right now is Crafting Cruise, January 28th, 2024, out of Galveston, Texas, Harmony of the Seas. Yes, you want to go. It is fun. You get to hang out with other crafters 24/7 in the crop room. You can come in and out of that room anytime you want. You're not on a restricted schedule with us. It's self-paced crafting, but April and I are in the room the bulk of the daytime to help you when we're at sea. We give you PDF tutorial before you even go on the cruise. Like, it's amazing. It includes 6 classes, so multiple projects for each class, etc. And then anyone who comes with you does not have to take the crafting portion. That is an optional add-on, but they can all take advantage of our cruise group rate, which is the best rate you'll find on our cruise, better than any Royal Caribbean special. All right, and Harmony of the Seas is an awesome, large, amazing ship. Okay, any questions on this stuff, let me know. Watch for that 1 o'clock email. If you're not on my email list, join it now. Link up here in Facebook, down here on YouTube. It's there right now. And that's how you'll get notified of all of my stuff and Stampin' Up specials and whatever else is going on. And of course, let me know if you have any questions. I had a thought about something else about the email, but I lost the thought. So we'll deal with that later if it comes back in my head. Okay, now I'm going to talk about specials with Stampin' Up. So it's June 29, which means tomorrow is June 30th, in case you did not know, at least here in the US. Because in some Australia, I think it's tomorrow already, but I don't know. Okay, so the 2 big specials Stampin' Up has this month are ending tomorrow. We have our designer series paper sale, 15% off all of these designer papers. Do not forget, let me put this on the other camera because it's a little less fuzzy. Don't forget about Hello Irresistible, which is found in our online store, but anyone can order it on any kind of order. That's included in the sale. Everything else is found in the annual catalog. They're 15% off. I'm using today, what am I using? The Countryside Corners, again, Countryside Inn, because it goes, like, you can make it match almost anything. And so that's what I'm using today on my cards. But I mean, I pretty much love them all, but I would recommend stocking up on Countryside Inn. It is so popular. Everybody's using it with everything. An alarm just went off on my phone. So I think it paused the video for a second. Delightfully Eclectic is another amazing one. We're using that in the new annual catalog celebration event. 25.50 instead of $30, you get 48 sheets of 12 by 12. So anyway, just check out the sale in my online store. I have links to this in my 1 o'clock email that will take you to the store, to the page with all of these sales and prices. The Zoo Crew paper, so cute. Okay, so that ends tomorrow. Tomorrow's your last day. And then, not these, what's the other special? Oh, the, like, what's our other special? The starter kit, okay? So some of you, first of all, a lot of you watching are demonstrators already, and you already know there's no obligation. You don't have to sell. You don't have to buy. You don't have to get your discount. But this is a great deal, $99, and you pick 155 in any product you want. By the way, this special goes on in every country at their dollar rate, but you have to purchase it from someone in your country. So if you're in another country, let me know if you need help finding a demonstrator. But anyway, in the US, you can purchase it from me, $99 plus tax, free shipping. Pick 155 in any current merchandise you want that's available, obviously. And then you can get your discount. You can take part in my online Facebook group with my team. You can take part in incentives I offer, creative challenges I offer. What do I offer? Monthly gatherings. We do just a total crafting night, which we had last night, which was so much fun on Zoom. I said it was ending at 8. I left at 8:45 because I was having fun. They were having fun. Some people left early, of course. And obviously all of this is optional. We had maybe, I honestly didn't count, maybe 10 or 15 people there out of over 200. So obviously it's not required, but the ones of us that were there had fun. We clarified some things that people were not clear about with Stampin' Up promotions and stuff. This cat keeps jumping up here. Get down. Anyway, it's fun. So we had that. Then Saturday, we're having our official monthly team gathering, which has stamping demonstrations, optional make and takes you can add on because you don't have to do anything you don't want to. These are the make and takes for this month using a new stamp set or bundle and designer paper, etc. that's coming out in July, but we can order it now. It's just, there's a lot of perks and there's no drawback because literally, if you don't want to take advantage of any of it, you don't have to. If you want to only do this and only do that, you can. It's very flexible. So I would love to answer any questions you have. Literally anyone watching this video that's in the US that's not a demonstrator is invited to get the kit under me and be eligible for all of those perks. So just let me know. Where should I put these? Because I'm going to be prepping for that event, the Saturday one tomorrow. Today I'm prepping for bingo. Let me point the camera down and show you that these products, the ones that we used in that those cards I just showed you, you can add these to that starter kit. So you pay $99, free shipping, pay tax only, and you can select these products as well in that starter kit purchase of $155 or less. So you can get the horse and sleigh bundle or just the stamp set or just the dies. You can get the one horse open sleigh designer paper, the adhesive back snowflakes, and the stamp set I'm using today, Timeless Charm, or the bundle I'm using today, Timeless Charm. You don't have to, but you can. You can also get the designer paper that's on sale. So that will make your $155 an even greater value. So if you have any questions on that, please let me know. Let me scroll down here. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Janet in North Carolina. Hey, Lou Ellen. Let me put this back up here for a sec. Who says they love Countryside? Hey, Martha. Good to see you. Marcia loves Countryside. Yes, it's so good. Martha has her coffee there. Love it. Okay, where do I put this? I'm going to put it right there. Let me check my notes. But I think I told you guys all of that. And I think I'm ready to remind you about my ordering special that ends tomorrow. and get started stamping. Okay, hey Shirley, thanks for sharing. Okay, I'm going to point the camera down. Magic. I can never see this wood grain when I set up this camera because I always have all that stuff piled up here. Okay, so last chance if you would like this card kit, absolutely free, 0 shipping, has to be paid, which is, this is the only event I do that way where you don't have to pay shipping. You get this class packet absolutely free with your $25 online order using my monthly host code. So I'll put it on the screen later, but VNVE2USF. I have a video showing you how to enter that host code to make sure you get the free class packet. And it'll be in the email today. It's on my blog right now, etc. Anyway, only 25 use that host code and you will get this class packet mailed to you for free next month in July. If you've already ordered, it's coming next month in July. If your order is $50 or more, you also get a free full pack of the More Dazzle paper, which I love. We're using it in the new catalog kickoff, but I don't think you're getting a pack. You're just, we're cutting the pieces for you. But it comes in gold and champagne in one pack. Let me see if I have both here. I know the camera's not down here. I'll point it in a second. Anyway, that's with 50 or more with the host code class packet plus that. And then at 150 or more, don't use the host code. You'll still get the free gifts and you'll also get at least $15 in free merchandise from Stampin' Up. This is the More Dazzle paper. Stampin' Up like read my mind and thank goodness brought it back. And it used to only be in champagne. Now it's also in gold. And I'm not going to say what color I think it might be coming out in the future because I'm not 1000% sure, but I think there's another color coming. Anyway, free full pack of that with your 50 or more. That ends tomorrow. So go online today and place your order. And this is the Earth and Textures bundle that we're using. I did a video already at the beginning of the month where I made 3 of those cards. I'm going to put my banner up here. No, I'm going to put my thing up here. They don't call it a banner. Anyway, doesn't matter. Now, thanks to Mickey Mouse. Who's saying this? Tommy, are you in Disney? You were there last night on our crafting. Were you in Disney? Oh my goodness. If so, I'm jealous. And Janet says, I call this the disco ball paper. Exactly, Janet. I think you told me that before and I like stole that term from you. Anyway, okay, there we go. So today we're using the Timeless Charm bundle to make 3 cards. You can have a chance to win these 3 cards by commenting on the video today. That will get you entered one time. Say anything you want, ask a question, whatever. And then if you share the video, comment that you shared so we can enter you a second time. Both of those help me, so thank you guys so much. Also, your thumbs up, your likes, your follows, subscribes, it's notification bells, all that stuff helps me very much. So thank you so much for doing that. Okay, Timeless Charm is coming out. Oh, I got you. The kids are watching Disney, so you get to watch stamping. Perfect. Timeless Charm is a red rubber stamp set and then a bundle, of course, that will be released July 6th for customers, but demonstrators, and it will be while supplies last. And so I want to point that out because we demonstrators always get to order early. Although with online exclusives, it is a limited, I'm just being honest, like it's only select items we can order early, but they're letting us order these early before they go while supplies last. There's limits. Don't worry. We don't order it all out of the customer's hands. There's limits, but we can guarantee we got it if we choose to order it during that time. And of course we get our discount on top of these prices. But, so it's coming out July 6th. I'm going to make sure, yes, along with some other new products, y'all. There's a new truck punch that I'm just saying, it's a literal, like an old-fashioned, like Ford style truck in a punch. You're going to want to order that on July 6th. Don't sleep late that day. It'll probably go not orderable because y'all know how punches are. But anyway, but that's what this is, Timeless Charm. Okay, so let me tell you about it real quick. Red rubber. Let me see if the images are same size here. Yep, they're the same size as you see on the front of the case. It is 12 stamps. There's 3 greetings. Because of you, comma, we made it through. Thanks for all you do. Happy birthday, comma, my dear. So because of you and happy birthday are long, skinny, cursive. And then thanks for all you do is thanks is all caps, sort of like typewriter print. And then below that, for all you do in cursive. So it's a more compact greeting. There's 3, my favorite kind of stamps here. 3 water wash stamps in 3 different sizes. They can fit behind some of the decorative images in size here, behind the greetings, behind the other images. And then 6 decorative images, 2 of a more solid stem. So, you know, a stick little thing with leaves coming out, 2 different kinds of leaves. And then 2 of this larger size ones that are outline images, so you can color them in. They're about 1 3/4 inches tall. One is a single stem, 3 leaves, and a flower on top. It's about 5 petals, and the petals have lines drawn on them. 3 or 4 lines on each petal. Anyway, and then a center there. And then the other one is a stem with several leaves coming off of it, with little stems coming off, but they're outlined, so you can color them in. Then we have these dots, which honestly I tried to use on my cards and I couldn't use them. Cute, but I know other people will, and once I see that I'll be able to. But they're really thick dots, almost, they're not rain, but they're almost in the shape of rain. They're like strokes. They're not really dots. They're thick strokes that are more oval shaped. Okay. And then last but not least, one more sprig that's smaller than all of the other sprigs I just told you about. Those are all the 1 3/4. This one's just like 1 1/4. And it has little things coming off, sticks coming off with little outline leaves or flowers. They might be flowers. It could be either one. You can color those in. Okay, then we have the dies. There's a die to cut out every stamped image. Then there are multiple dies that are standalone that don't specifically match a stamped image. And they will cut out leaves, sprigs with leaves. There's even like, this is almost like the aloe vera style plant, or I don't know what the other word for that would be, but that kind of leaf. There's just multiple types of leaves here. There's a single flower that's just like the stamped flower, but again, not to die cut it out, just to cut that single flower. Then there's the same flower on a stem with some leaves and another type of flower in that bunch, more like a tulip shape flower. So it's 13 dies. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to start with card number 1. Card number 1, where are you? Card number 1. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I lost my sample. And like I mentioned already, I'm using for these cards the Countryside In designer paper, INN. I've shown this multiple times on multiple videos. It's 12 by 12. It's on sale through tomorrow for $10.62. Julie, I'll answer your question in a second. 1062. It's all blues, so navy, balmy blue, boho blue, misty moonlight. And you've got florals, and of course white is in here as well. You've got florals, you've got patterns, you've got rabbits within the florals. Just again, patterns, lines. You've got birds within the little patterns, stripes. This is a gorgeous pattern that actually matches the embossing folder, Countryside something, that is, I think, low inventory right now, that matches this whole suite of products. I'm going to look real quick. Yeah, Countryside Blossoms embossing folder is low inventory. That means it'll come back, but it could temporarily go unavailable any moment. Anyway, that pattern, more stripes on the back, the florals with the little foxes, just a nice pattern on the back, the florals with the trees, and little bitty floral pattern on the back. So that's that paper. Julie, when are they going to give us the truck punch order number? July 6th. So just to answer that question for demonstrators real quick, online exclusives are meant to be located in our online stores. Whether you go to stampinup.com or your website, like if you have one, Julie, or your demonstrator's website, if you shop with me or Julie or whoever. Okay. So you go to the online store, and that's where you find item codes and prices for these items. Then if you're a demonstrator like we are, you write down the code. You say, oh, I want the truck bundle. It's this code. And then you go log in on the demonstrator side and order it and get your discount. Once these go live July 6th, that's still the only place you'll find them, not on the demo side. You'll go to the online store. You don't have to have an online store to find it. You just go to stampinup.com, shop, online exclusives, which will be a category there, I believe, on July 6th. Like at the top, you'll see online exclusives. Click it. You'll see it. You'll shop. You'll write down the codes, and then you'll go order it. And that's how online exclusives are going to work from now on. So this little flyer is only for the pre-order. We won't get a flyer like this for the new additional stuff, which, by the way, if you're a certain title and above, they showed us all that stuff yesterday. So we got a sneak peek. They didn't give us item codes or anything. They just showed us the stuff and said, get excited. So hopefully that helps Julie with that question. And so, yeah, so everybody be ready. Just go to stampinup.com on July 6th if you want to order that. Write down the codes or order it directly if you're ordering through a demonstrator. And or go head over to your own, log in as a demonstrator and order it over there. Whichever it is. Xana says, those foxes. Yes, G-Ann shared. Xana loves this paper. I know G-Ann loves this paper. Right, y'all? It's so cute. Okay. Card number 1, we have a boho blue. I'm like, what color is this? Boho blue card base. So it's 5.5 by 8.5. I take my 8.5 by 11 paper and cut it in half. You can go either direction. You'll get the same size card. Once you fold it in half, which I use the bone folder, which gives me a crisper fold on the inside, rest it against my thumb on the table, align the 2 corners, and then try to do all the creasing with the bone folder instead of my finger. You will have so many less wrinkles on the inside that way than if you just fold it and use your finger. It's going to be all wrinkled up. Okay, so that's my card base. This will be a actually landscape direction card, so I'll put that aside. And then my other pieces, this is a very simple card actually. I am heat embossing. But other than that, I'm not, there's no die cutting. There's 0 die cutting. Even when I was typing the recipe card for my blog post, I was like, no dies? Okay, we don't even need a die cut machine for this card. It's like very simple. Anyway, so then the next layer on the card will be this countryside in designer paper. One of the patterns, it's like Night of Navy with a really light blue pattern going across. The backside is the white and all the blues, floral. I have all the measurements on my blog at 11 a.m. Central, stamptherapist.com. And then I'll email out the link to that blog post as well at 1 p.m. Central. Okay, then I have a piece of basic white, a rectangle, and I'm going to do it landscape. And then that's going to be matted with a piece of boho blue. And that's it. So we're going to stamp on this basic white in the landscape direction. By the way, I'm going to give a shout out to Cindy. Why am I blanking on your last name, Cindy? Cindy Owen. For this little gift she gave me when she got her bingo packet this week. I think her son made it with his 3D printer, but it's for, I haven't put mine together yet. It's for your Take Your Pick tool and all the accessories on the Take Your Pick tool. So she sent me a picture. And I have all the accessories. I just have them in a drawer. But anyway, isn't that cute? Thank you, Cindy. Actually, I'm just going to leave my Take Your Pick tool there because I have all my tools in this silly thing. I have another one that Betsy made me, but I have that over where I actually design and I use it fully. And it's totally different. Anyway, I'm getting off on a tangent, but long story short is thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, so this card, we're going to use the 3 blobby stamps, or watercolor, if you want to be fancy, and the 2 solid stem stamps. Ink, I'm going to use Boho Blue and Misty Moonlight. Actually, I think I'm also using Night of Navy. I have to check my recipe card on this one. I don't know if I put Night of Navy on there. But anyway, I'm going to check on my stampinstuff.com. Because I think I stamped the leaves in navy. Okay, so Misty and Boho are for my little blobby things here. And I'm going to try to just recreate this just like I did on my sample. But it wouldn't, you really don't have to be that precise. But just because I'm going to. Okay, let me go to my project gallery. This one. Ink. Yeah, I need to add the Misty Night of Navy. I'm going to add it real quick. Okay, so I'm going to maybe add this item. Finish adding products. Okay, that's been updated. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to start with the largest water wash image. I'm stamping them up and down. They're kind of a rectangle, so I'm going up and down. In Boho Blue over here on the left, maybe just hanging off the edge a tiny bit, and it's just centered on this white piece. Okay, I didn't go off the edge, but it's fine. And don't you love, of course, how you get the multiple colors in one image? That's on purpose. Stampin' Up! Has grained it so that you get that texture, basically. Then I'm going to use the tall, skinny one in Misty Moonlight right beside it. I'm trying to kind of overlap them. It is red rubber, a little harder to see that you're overlapping, but, you know, we'll make it work. Then I'm going to go with this shorter one. It's not really fatter, but it's shorter, in Boho. And because it's shorter, I'm going to stamp it twice. One above itself, one below itself, basically. Then I'm going to go back in with the Misty Moonlight one, the tall, skinny one. Again, this pattern doesn't matter. It's just up to you. Then the short one twice again. And then I'll finish it off with the largest one on the end here. So just, it's like a water thing going across. It's no big deal. You could stamp it in any pattern you wanted, and everybody would think it looked really cool. You could even just use Misty Moonlight and stamp off to get a lighter color, and it would look just as good. So lots of options there. Then I'm pretty sure I used Night of Navy, so that's what I'm saying, and I added that to my recipe card that you'll find on my blog at 11 a.m. Central. And there's the 2 solid stems with leaves coming off. So I'm just going to alternate those on top of these watercolor things. Different directions. You can go upside down. You can go right side up, whatever. But I mean, it's so simple. And that's the decoration there. And then I'm going to heat emboss my greeting. It's going to say, "Thanks for all you do." And then something funny, yesterday I was having a fit because I couldn't find my embossing buddy, which comes in the Embossing Editions toolkit, which comes with all this stuff. Somewhere I had the brush. Oh yeah, right here. Comes with all this stuff. The tray is to pour your, like, you can pour your embossing powder over your cardstock, shake it down into the tray, shake it off, and then unscrew this and funnel it back into your little jar. The embossing buddy I'll use in a second. And then the reverse tweezers, which of course I use mainly for ribbon, but you can use them to hold your paper while you're heat embossing so you don't burn the heck out of your hands. And the little brush to clean up. Anyway, that's the Embossing Editions toolkit. I love it. I love it. But I thought this was lost. And I was like, honestly, I was like, we heat embossed in one of my tubs last month, who kept that thing on accident. And I know it's always an accident. But anyway, long story short, we're heat embossing for bingo tonight. And I had it over here with all my bingo stuff. And I remember that this morning when I looked at these bingo cards, when I set them here to show you guys, I was like, oh yeah, that white is heat embossed. That's where my embossing buddy is. Anyway, so I accused and then I had to take it all back. Okay, this just removes the static, this embossing buddy, from your paper, or it helps remove the static. Nothing is 1000% guaranteed. But you want to remove static when you heat emboss, because the powder is staticky and then it likes to stick on your paper where you don't want it. So I did that. Then I'm going to stamp my image in Versamark ink, which is a really sticky ink pad. Of course, Stampin' Up! Carries the ink refill. We got you on that. You can refill your Versamark over and over. Let me get my powder. Now, I'm not using the tray because I've been doing this for years, where I pour my powder into these really old Stampin' Up! Cases we don't sell anymore. I've got some silver powder in here from our metallics embossing folders. I'm embossing powders. So I'm using that. But anyway, so I got it ready there. I'm going to stamp "Thanks for all you do" down in the bottom right-hand corner of this card. It's clear. Let me just show you what it looks like as a watermark if you don't want to heat emboss, but you need boho blue ink, misty moonlight ink, real red ink, whatever. You can just stamp and be done. So we'll let that, it gets darker as it dries. And I'm going to move all this out of my way because I don't want to get powder on it. And I'm going to, I like to scoop under the powder, but you can totally pour it on top. Like I said, the tray really helps with that. And then thump off the excess. And then if there were anything else there I needed to clean up, I could use the little brush. But this one did a lot better than the one I did yesterday. I had a lot of cleanup to do. So, and then you take your heat tool. No, a blow dryer will not work because it doesn't get hot enough. I better put this over with bingo so I don't lose it again. So I got my heat tool here. I'm going to turn it on to high, which is number 2. And yes, you have to kind of use force, so use 2 hands. And then, of course, it turns to magic. It will, you just kind of wiggle this so you don't burn. It takes a minute to heat up. Once it heats up, it's really hot. Like, it goes fast, I should say, because it will burn you. Do not. So there it goes. You see it change. Keep on moving. Do not stick on one spot because you will make it dull. Use that strength to turn it off. Then just check it. Make sure you didn't miss a spot. If you did miss a spot, it will look grainy and dull, not shiny. And if you miss a spot and you don't reheat it, it will fall off and you'll literally have like a missing end or whatever the deal is. Okay, so there's that. Love it. I'm unplugging this now because I'm being neat today. I'm cleaning up after myself. Okay. Ooh, there's powder on this scratch. No matter how careful you are, you always spill powder. Always. Okay. For this card, I'm gonna put a bow on it. Where's this one? Right here. And embellishments. Hold on. Let me find them also. Okay. So let me start putting it together. Here's the thanks, the greeting I stamped just in Versamark. So imagine like if you wanted to put these leaves, for example, as a background image, Versamark ink. It dries super fast. It doesn't smear, even though it stays wet long enough for the powder to stick to. It's weird. It's like magic. Okay, I'm gonna grab my Stampin' Seal. So that's, Versamark has actually more than 2 uses. There's a whole thing where you can stick chalks to it, embossing resist, like lots of techniques. But anyway, okay, I'm going to stick this white stamped piece flat to the boho blue cardstock. And then let me go ahead and attach the designer paper to the boho blue card base. Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear the cat? She's up here right now. Okay, but no, let's not do that. Then I will, because again, this card's very simple. We're going to use Stampin' Dimensionals to attach the whole rectangle. I like to use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals. I will use about 9 on this piece. But I just like the minis. You get 720 in a pack, plus these really thick edges. Cat? No. And I'll see her. Oh my goodness. And to me, they work the same as the big ones, like in this case. However, when you need it small, they're perfect. So I just only use them because they work for big and small. And then let me add this bow. So I almost forgot about this gold and silver trim combo pack, kind of like, oh, I was reading Linda's comment. I was afraid it said there was no sound because I saw the word sound. Anyway, kind of like Julie or somebody was asking about when can we see the truck bundle, right? Well, these are only found online. So if you forget and you're looking in your book, like what ribbons do we have? Get on the online store and say, oh, I forgot we also had this gold and silver ribbon. So it's called Gold and Silver Trim Combo. You totally can buy it. It's just only in the online store. It's technically while supplies last, so who knows. So I'm going to use the silver. It's like a 1/8 inch wide ribbon. They're both very shiny, gold and silver. I'm almost out of the silver on this roll, but I'm still going to tie it from the roll so I have 0 waste on the one side. I'm going to make a bunny ears bow. 2 bunny ears, lots of space in between the 2. Got my tails here, of course, and then each ear is in a different hand. And that, well, you kind of have to do that, but also I'm making sure that I did not twist and turn the ribbon as I went, because any of those turns, I don't know if you can see that, but those turns are going to make your bow not lay as pretty and flat. Calm down. I want to reposition this since I did that. Then right loop over left. Again, I'm still keeping it as flat as possible. Push that down into the rabbit hole, that loop, or that ear, I should call it, and pull. So anyway, that's just a bunny ear bow. Actually, much more simple than my long explanation is. Let me check these comments. I love the kitty. Yes, Stella. I saw your puppy, Stella, yesterday when you came home. She put it on Facebook. And when I say puppy, y'all, I don't know how many pounds that dog is. Over 100, I'm sure. But he was all hopping around the room because Stella came home. He was so excited. Okay, there we go. So anyway, thank you, Stella. I love your puppies as well. Okay, so I'm going to mini glue dot this bow. And the silver, of course, that's why I chose silver, because it's a silver ribbon, and I just thought that color looked best with the blues. I'm going to fold my mini glue dot paper back until I just have the 1 dot exposed, and then now it's flat for me to push my bow into, pull it off, and I'm just placing it down at the corner at an angle, corner of the greeting. And then I thought I was done, but then I remembered we have these silver pearls in they're called festive pearls. This name is wrong. They're called festive pearls. They're in the annual catalog. You get red. Okay, you get cherry cobbler, soft succulent, silver, and gold. But it's basically red, green, silver, and gold. And so I'm going to use some of these silver ones with my take your pick tool. The pointed end. By the way, I'm now, after my team crafting Zoom last night, we were chatting. I'm going to order the accessories that Stampin' Up! Just came out with that you can add to this. Because 2 people, Betsy and Robin, were showing me, they had the accessories there, and they were like, oh, you can do this and this. And one of them is an even skinnier and longer piercing tool that you can attach on here. And on the other end was like a pick, like a, I forgot what they call it, but one of those curved piercing tools that you can weed and stuff with. But anyway, I'm like, I'm going to order that now, thanks to you guys. But long story short, I added those pearls. Look at the top right hand corner of the white section, 3 of them. All the pearls are the same size. They're really small. And that is my finished card. Card number 1. Here's the original. Pretty similar. So it is simple. Stella says she was excited to see me. Very simple card, but I hope you guys like it. Camera's like so far away today. There we go. Someone wants some cuddles. Yes, she wants to help make cards, Sherry. Right, she does. But she's not a very good helper with card making. So, okay, so this is one of the cards you have a chance to win today by commenting on the video and or sharing it. So don't forget about that. Now we're going to go with card number 2. Card 2. This is a... Ooh, who's heading to a retreat? Linda, yay. Okay, so this is a lemon lolly card base. What in the world? There's embossing powder all over it. I must have got it everywhere. A lemon lolly card base, 5.5 by 8.5. Let me fold it in half. This is actually going to be a Z fold card. So I'm going to fold it in half just like I showed you on the first card. And then I'm going to fold the front in half all the way to the left, but exactly like I showed you on the first card. So align the corners. Don't, especially for this one, don't, ow, I almost got a paper cut right there. Look at that, crazy. Don't fold it with your hand. And if you want it even less wrinkly, score it on your paper trimmer, 4 1/4, 2 1/8. But anyway, I just use the bone folder, it's fine. So this is a Z fold card. So this will be portrait up and down. Embossing powder is on my nerves. And that's lemon lolly, our pretty new yellow. And then we have a strip of the Countryside Inn designer paper, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, my standard size to go on the front left flap here. This is boho blue with slightly darker boho blue stripes, or I mean a pattern going across. And on the back is this floral with the rabbits, but we're doing the stripe side. Then we have a piece of basic white to go on the inside. For this card, I ended up not stamping the inside at all. I just couldn't find anything. I actually tried those little dots. That didn't work out for me. So no, nothing on the inside, even though it shows on the front, but you'll see. Then I have or 2 pieces of pre-die cut cardstock. So the back one is lemon lolly. The front is boho blue. These are the amazing must own nested essentials dies. Nested essentials. You get 12 dies. Oh, I guess these 2 are missing. Let me see. Maybe 1 is missing. Yeah. So the largest one is not in here. I must have it out for a... Oh, it's right there. Hello. I didn't think it was missing, but whatever. Okay. So I'm using the largest of this sort of, I don't know what you call this shape, but it's like a rectangle where the sides poke out. Also, a lot of people say it looks like a coffin. So you get 4 of those to nest, but we're using the largest and the next to largest lemon lolly, next side boho blue. You also get the 4 banners and the 4 rounded corner rectangles. They're all either pierced or stitched. They're just amazing dies. So you definitely want to add those to your list. So I have those 2, back lemon, front boho. And then here I'm using some other dies, which this was my first time using them. They're called Wanted to Say dies. And I was very excited when they came out because I love word dies, because if you're only using 1 stamp set, but you need more greetings than it offers, dies come in really handy. So these dies are standalone. I don't think they're bundled with anything. Be wrong. I don't think they are. Anyway, they have the words happy birthday, celebrate, Feel Better Soon, and I forgot You're Too Kind. And each word has the outline word, which I'm actually going to cut that one right now for this card, and then the piece that highlights it in the back. I always forget that. I call it a bubble, but I've been corrected on that. But the bubble words or outline of the words that goes behind it to highlight it, basically. So, and then there's other images. There's like a bow, a flower, some little stars, some little hearts. This, I believe, is a gift box, right? Very nice. A stem with 2 leaves to go with your flower. So it has all those decorative things plus all the greetings we just talked about. Wanted to say. Let's see. Elaine, I call it an elongated sexagon, the math teacher in me. Okay, I don't think I can be saying sexagon. I'm just kidding. But it's an elongated sexagon. Thank you to my math teacher, Elaine. Okay, I have a scrap of basic white here, and then I have pre-die cut the, actually I need this die, I forgot, the Feel Better Soon bubble part with out of Lemon Lolly cardstock, and I'm going to cut for you the detail Feel Better Soon. I just want to show you. It's been a while since I demonstrated adhesive sheets, so I'll show that. Okay. So I have a piece of boho blue cardstock here, and disclaimer, I believe my sample has Misty Moonlight. And that might look better, but it's a long story short, but I'm just going to use boho right now because I think I intended to use boho and I glued the wrong sample down or something. I'm not sure. So I'm going to use boho here and we'll see which one we like better. So this is our adhesive sheets. They come in these, I believe it's 6 inches by 12 inches sheets. And then they have, within one sheet, there is a separated line on the protective coating. So there's 3 strips, but you can cut them into any sizes you want. So I've just cut this one down to a little bit smaller than my boho blue scrap. You always want to go a little smaller so that you so that when you stick this down, so I peeled the backing off, no sticky here. When I stick this down, I'm not going over the edges, which would what? Put sticky on my table. It's already got sticky on my fingers. And then you flip it over and you die cut it from the front side. So if this had a pattern on it, like if it was this pattern and I wanted this pattern to show, you put the sticky on the opposite side that you don't want to show. Okay, so I'm going to run this through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This is a great thing to get with your $99 starter kit. I think this is 128 now. I think it's 128. But anyway, you get 155 in merchandise with that starter kit. So the machine comes with everything you need to cut, die cut and emboss everything we sell. It folds up nice and compact, folds up on both sides, and it cuts really powerfully. It's really strong. So I'm just going to put this slightly at an angle because it's very detailed. Look at my nice clean plate on top. I love it. I never cut on this plate. And I am going to run this through twice because it has adhesive sheets on the back, and so it's thicker. So I'm going to go through once and then just go backwards here. I still have all my plates aligned, by the way. I always do that. And it'll cut just fine. And then, actually, I have to die cut something else. Well, no, I'll do the magic of TV on that one since I just die cut for you. Okay. Then you can use, let me grab it. This is a different accessory you can purchase for the take your pick tool. It's the brush. What is it called? I want to say dry brush. Embossing brush. I know. What is it called? Die brush. Die brush. So you get 2 of these pieces of foam and the 1 die brush that you can put in your take your pick tool. So I don't know if she has a spot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. See? Maybe I should just keep that there now because anyway, it doesn't matter. So you place, if you can keep your stuff inside your die, you take it out, you use this, and it can just release some of the pieces. Now these are going to stick in there a little bit more because of the sticky. Excuse me. And I'm just going to poke out the rest. Anyway. Always clean out your dies before you put them away or use them again if you're cutting multiples. If you want everything to cut the next time. You don't want this stuff stuck in there. Clean them all out. Cat just meowed and ran over here. Yep. Oh, she scared me. Did y'all see that? She jumped up and scared me. Okay. No. So here is our Feel Better Soon. It's so cute. And then it has the sticky on the back, which is also so cute. I mean, so amazing, whatever. Okay. Then before I put that together, I'll do my stamping real quick. Set of dies. How's it going? Hey, Rosemary, had to take your honey to the vet. Aw, is honey what kind of animal is honey? There's many kinds it could be. Xana says a lint roller can help to remove all waste. That's a good tip. Okay, so I'm going to stamp the single flower image that is outlined with the stem and 3 leaves in Memento black ink. I would then tell you to then die cut it out because we're going to color it, but you want to die cut first in case you mess up the die cutting. Then you haven't wasted your time coloring and now it's trash. So of course align it, put it on the machine just like I did this one, run it through and cut it out, and it'll look like this. And I accidentally started coloring this yesterday, and then I was like, oh wait, you want to color that on the video. So but I just did the middle. And I used Memento black ink, which is a water-based ink. So that's going to work perfect with these alcohol-based markers. So I have Lemon Lolly Dark, Old Olive Light and Dark, and this is Boho Blue. I haven't labeled these yet. Light and Dark Boho Blue. So Lemon Lolly, I just used the fine point and colored the center. No, I did not do any blending on that. Then on the leaves, I just put some dark. Again, I'm using the fine point right down that center vein that Stampin' Up has drawn on the leaves. And then I'll use the fine point again for the light, which I will put all over the leaves, including going over the dark, the little circles, and that blends it out, but lets that shadow still stay there, but it's not a harsh line. You can keep blending it as much as you need. It will not break down your paper. You can go back and add more dark, blend it back out. You can lighten it up with our color lifter tool, which looks just like these, but it's clear. You can't over color as far as messing up your paper. It just bleeds through to the other side, which is normal. But your paper will not break down no matter how long you color with your blends. It won't break it down because it's alcohol based. Now put the lid on immediately because they will dry out faster because they are alcohol based, just like a Sharpie. I always say that. Have you ever had a Sharpie dry out on you in 5 seconds? I have multiple times. I get so mad. They are alcohol based. Okay, so I'm just tracing the lines on the flower that where Stampin' Up has drawn lines in dark boho blue, and then go over the whole, every petal all over with light boho blue. Oh my gosh, this cat. No. No. And again, that blends it out. I have to start locking her out when I do videos because she's getting more and more And I swear she doesn't do this when I'm just working, probably because I'm not talking to myself quite as much. Okay, so, you know, just color it in. And of course, I'm using boho to match the whole blue theme with the designer paper. And I love Lemon Lolly with this paper, which I used last week, if you remember, also on my cards. I gotta get her again. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna assemble, I guess, the Feel Better Soon. So sometimes she wants to be a star. Okay, that's gonna be easy because I got peeled up. But what was I gonna say? Oh, sometimes when you peel off the adhesive sheets on words like this or anything skinny, it misshapes it. Now, yesterday when I made my samples, it didn't. And I actually did it in 2 different colors and it did not really misshape it bad. But I'm going to give you the tips anyway in case it does. But I did find the F. I could probably do the L, but that F was so skinny it was hard for me to release the adhesive sheet. So it was just a little thicker down here at the bottom of the S. So that's where, and I used my fingernail. I trimmed my nails last night after I made these samples. You can probably use take your pick tool or any tool you want, but I can usually get it if I leave this on the table. That way I can push and really like scrape with my fingernail. No, I'm saying no to the cat. She's up here again. Anyway, that's how it works for me. And let me bring it up so I can show you. I did get it started. Then when you peel these off, like I said, it can misshape, but it didn't really do it with these. Yeah, see, it didn't really do it. But maybe it's the longer skinny ones. I'm used to it kind of stretching them out and making them not be in the correct shape. So all you do to fix that is you start, like if it's long and skinny, on one end or the other. From here, on this one, I'll go start at the top. And you only stick down a little section at the time, and then you push it back into place as you go. And don't press until it's really in the right spot. Y'all, did you hear all that? She's knocking stuff off my desk. Okay, so there we go. Feel Better Soon, bright and sunny to help people feel better soon. Of course, you can do it in any colors you want, but for this card, it's bright and sunny. And now we have all our pieces to complete this card. Okay, I am going to grab some ribbon and embellishments. Start gluing it down. Okay, so let me attach, I use my Stampin' Seal, the strip of designer paper to the front left flap of the card. And I'm going to go ahead and attach the white inside. I don't know if you guys can hear the cat trying to destroy a cardboard box, like a little cardboard box. So this white 4x5 1/4 just goes on the inside of the card. Then let me attach my 2 sexagons together. Stretched out sexagons. Let me look. Okay, so Feel Better Soon, I did use Stampin' Dimensionals. Again, minis come in great for this because they just do. They're small. And so I probably still won't put as many as a lot of you would. Apparently, this is basically the type of box she knocked over. And apparently that makes the best toy ever. Because she's literally attacking it so hard. Excuse me. I don't even have water in here. Okay, I'm going to cut a Stampin' Dimensional in half. A mini one. Ooh, to go up here on the top of the F. That's what I'm going to do. Ooh, really need some water. Okay, I'm going to throw this other half away because I messed it up. I'm like looking around. I do have, I have bottled water in the fridge here. Prefer not to use that if I'm not out at an event, but we'll see. Okay, so Feel Better Soon right in the middle of that die cut piece. So it's yellow, blue, yellow, blue. I'll add the flower in a second. I'm going to go ahead and attach this. So in general, when you make these Z-fold cards, you have your big embellish, like focal point that you attach the left half to the front left flap. And that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to flip this over top to bottom, upside down, so that I can see where the halfway mark is. I mean, I know also this is half, but just it helps me visually. And sometimes you are not doing half. It's more or less one way or the other. But anyway, that helped me out. And I always use Stampin' Dimensionals on these, but of course you can attach it flat as well. I say always, there's a few exceptions, but almost always attach these with dimensionals. Kitty is helping and it makes it all real. Right, Kim? It makes it real, like real embarrassing if she jumps in. She almost knocked a light over, by the way, when she jumped down a second ago. Okay, this little flower, I'm just going to put it like it's going to be growing out of the side here of the Feel Better Soon, a little bit of kind of above the T there at an angle. So I definitely don't want adhesive on the flower part, because that's going to be hanging over and touching the inside of my card. So I'll just use my silicone craft sheet and add my seal. I almost called it the wrong name. My seal adhesive just to the bottom portion. The silicone sheet just helps it not, just helps the excess adhesive not stick to my table or scratch paper when I have a small piece of paper like that. And then, so I tried different stamps and it was too busy. So then I decided, because we usually, and I tried designer paper. I just didn't personally like anything I tried over here. I even thought about embossing a portion, but then I got lazy, honestly. I guess I could have glued just a piece of paper right here that's embossed, a white piece with an embossing folder. That would be good. Too late now. I didn't think about that yesterday. So long story short, I was like, let's just throw an embellishment there. So I'm using the adhesive back solid gems. They're copper clay, boho blue, and lemon lolly. Copper, boho, lemon lolly. I'm going to use the lemon lolly. Take your pick. You get large, medium, and small in every color in these gems. And they're like faceted gems. So I'm going to use a large, medium, and small here. Just make a little triangle down in the bottom right. I'm using a large, medium, and small. Anyway, they're like faceted. So they are shiny because as you turn them, they're like cut like a diamond, you know. Super shiny. Woo, woo. But they are called faceted, right? No, adhesive back solid gems. So you may not know how shiny they are unless you've seen them in real life. Okay. And then last but not least, I am going to add a bow with this gorgeous new ribbon, the sheer ribbon combo pack. It comes in lemon lolly, bubble bath, and azure afternoon. And I'm going to use lemon lolly, of course. I'm going to do a bunny ear bow. Show this on the last card, so no need to do all the details. Keep it flat. Keep it flat. Let's see here. How old is your cat, Lori? Good question. I got her last November, at the beginning of November, and the animal shelter estimated that she was 2 to 3 months old at that time. So she's basically almost 1 year old. She's getting really big. Someone said yesterday, like, she's big for 1 year. I was like, oh, she is big. She was really tiny when I got her. Anyway, so yeah, almost 1 year old. Glue this bow down here, bottom left, on the little label. And there we go. Feel better soon. Okay, I was trying to read other comments. Oh my gosh. We rescued a 3-week-old kitten from the middle of the freeway. He's doing well now, 4 weeks, and weighs 1 pound. Love him. Oh, so cute, Lori. She was found in a field, and someone brought her to the animal shelter. So she was like a feral kitten like that also, Lori. And she's like the sweetest cat. She's being bad today, but like she's literally always wants to be petted and held, and you know, she's just really sweet. So there is card number 2. Thank you, Marcia. OMG, I love the cards. Lisa, I love it. Oh, Lisa, you're the one that says she wants to be a star. Yay, Lisa. I'm glad you really like these. Marcia likes my tool holder. Linda, I must order those dies. Expect a message coming soon. I love it, Linda. I don't know how I missed all these comments before. Okay, one more card to go. And honestly, these cards, no, the cat, y'all, is now coming up. Just trying to get my ribbon and stuff. You do put card number 3 over here while I talk. What was I going to say? Oh, I don't think these cards are super fancy today. They're kind of simple. So thank you for the compliments. Okay, so card number 3. Card 3. We have a Misty Moonlight card base. Oh my gosh, I'm getting attacked so much over here. Sorry, I'm thinking. Misty Moonlight card base. And this one is going to be another Z fold card. I usually only do one of those per video if I do one, but I couldn't resist on this design. So I'm going to fold my Misty Moonlight in half and then fold that front, back, all the way to the left in half, just like the other card. I mean, the last card, Z fold, landscape. And then I have a piece of white to go on the inside, just like the other card, but I am going to stamp on this one. So the white for the inside. On this one, this is the first time I've used this pattern from this designer paper on a card that I have personally used it. I can't remember if I used it in a class I did with Alejandra that she designed, but anyway, that's another story. This is the one with the little birds on it. So 1 7/8, 5 1/4, and that will go on the front left flap. But the little birds, see what's on the back. It's the stripes is on the back. Okay. Then I have, honestly, I was being kind of lazy when I made these cards. I could have die cut these 2 pieces here to my focal point. I was like, let's just do a rectangle. Let's go old school. So I have a rectangle of Misty Moonlight. Again, the measurements will be over on the blog at 11 a.m. Central, stamptherapist.com. And then this next rectangle, basic white, has been embossed with the Cane Weave embossing folder. Love that folder. So that's for my focal point. Then I pre-die cut these 3 pieces here. Let me put them on. Let me put these 2 on this white. So this label for my greeting is from the one I used last week, Sending. So these are called the Sending dies. They match the Sending Smiles stamp set. And it comes with these 2, maybe a little less than 1/2 inch. Yeah, they're more like a 1/4 inch wide labels for greetings. A shorter one and a longer one. The shorter one is too short for both of the greetings in this set. I'm not using Happy Birthday, My Dear, but there's how that one looks. And I'm going to use the other greeting, who I can't think of what it says right now. This one. Because of you, comma, we made it through. Because of you, we made it through. Oh, and then, sorry, last but not least, the other 2 die cut pieces. I have the boho blue from the dies I told you about at the very beginning. The stems, 2 flowers, 1 on each stem. One's got 5 petals, one's more like a tulip shape, 3 leaves. And then the other floral standalone die, which let me bring these up close so you can see it cuts these little lines and details into the dies. And this is just like a wildflower type of image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blooms coming off. Yeah. So I cut that in Misty Moonlight. Okay. So I'm going to stamp 2 things, the greeting and this one of the solid leaf images I used on the first card, both in Misty Moonlight. Who would I give this card to? Because of you, we made it through. I need to think about that. Okay, and then let me grab my scratch paper. I've got my white piece that's going to go on the inside. I've got it going up and down here. Portrait. I'm going to ink this leafy image up and stamp it on the right side, kind of at an angle going off the top, then flip it upside down. Stamp it over here toward the, I'm going to redo it. I don't like that. I want it more at an angle. Anyway, but toward the right, going off the top right edge. Then flip it upside down, go at an angle again, and just keep, you only need to stamp it 3. I only did it 3 times on mine. I kind of messed it up though. Yeah, I'm going to restamp it real quick. Hold on. And I'm only doing that because it's a prize. I would live with it, but somebody's going to win this card. So even if you just joined us, I'm stepped away, so if my voice went down, that's why. Even if you just joined us, you still have a chance to win these cards, or even if you're watching replay, just make a comment on the video, YouTube or Facebook. Oh my gosh, it's putting a line. It's like I have a hair on this, but I can't see it. See what I'm talking about right there? It's getting on my nerves. I think I do see the hair. I don't know. I'm going to try to clean it. Sorry. I'm being very particular right now. Anyway, if you just joined or you're watching replay or whatever the deal is, you can still say, make a comment on either platform and have a chance to win these 3 cards. And that does help me out, so thank you very much. Okay, if it happens again, I've done the most I can do right now. I didn't do it yesterday, so I feel like I got a hair on it. Oh my gosh, yeah. We're just going to give y'all the other card. I'm just going to use this one. It's too bad. It is what it is. Okay. Now we have all the elements we need to put this card together. Let me attach my piece of designer paper. Front left flap, make sure the birds are going the right direction. Then my beautiful piece where I stamped the leaves on the side can go on the inside. Beautiful. Then I will attach the cane weave to the Misty Moonlight. This will be good on a white background so I can see the edges better. A skinny border there. Like I said, I'll have those measurements over on the blog today. Then I'll grab my silicone sheet again to put adhesive on the back of these 2 pretty skinny, delicate floral images, but just put adhesive on the big pieces. And like, if you can tell, I'm only putting it on these petals, like on this big flower, not across the middle where there's those little openings. And then the leaves. And for me, this will be enough. Like, I don't need it on those stems. And then these other flowers, this other, whatever these images are, they are solid. Even though they have little slits cut in them, they're solid. So you can just, you don't have to avoid cutouts, basically. And you can put adhesive on all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers. Wherever they are. And they're good to go. Pick up. So I'm going to put the little wildflowers over here toward the left at an angle. The other flowers over here toward the right at an angle. They're taller. And I'm overlapping them. And they're leaning toward the top right. Others leaning toward top left. There we go. Simple, simple. Then grab what I will need to finish this card off also. Okay, so I'm going to attach this rectangle exactly how I did the last element or focal point on the Z fold card, just like I did on the previous card with dimensionals. I'm out of stuff to talk about. I think the cat calmed down. She went to sleep. I hope. Okay, I'm just centering that. No adhesive there. Z-fold. Okay, so we want to add our greeting, a bow, and some embellishments. So this greeting is going to go right across the middle of the center focal point. So I only need dimensionals. I'm using dimensionals, so I only need them on the part that is going to touch this center focal point. If I put them all the way to the ends, because this is so long, they will, well, actually on this side it's fine, but over here you don't want it because it would stick down to your, actually I lied. It's not fine on this side. This is raised up another level. So anyway, only put them in that center portion where it'll touch this middle piece. So I use 3 minis. Right in the middle, just try to center it. I kind of actually had trouble. I just focus on this part. When I tried to look at the whole card, it confused me, and I don't think it's perfectly centered, but nobody's going to care. It looks fine. Then I'll make a bow. This is the Misty Moonlight Inner Braided Ribbon. So it does have this white, almost like a chevron image down the center of this Misty Moonlight ribbon, which is so nice. But only on one side. So I'll show you how. I'm just going to make a bunny ear bow, just like normal. Then when you get to this point, one side is not showing the white. So before you tighten this a lot, just literally turn it. I'm going to turn it from, I don't know how to say this right, but the top, I'm going to pull toward me and flip it upside down and then tighten it to lock that in place. And it pretty much stays miraculously, even if you gently adjust your bow. I don't know how that magic works, but it does. Okay. Love the card and the colors. These colors are calling your name, Marianne. Yes, this paper, these blues. I mean, I honestly, I've said this before on many videos that I just am not like the, oh, Misty Moonlight like everybody else. But now that we have boho blue, I really like it a lot, and I've been using it a lot. Of course, that may be because it's in this designer paper and it's gorgeous. But I'm really much more on board with the Misty Moonlight train now than I used to be. So anyway, thank you. But I did get the color combo from the designer paper, like I always do. So I'll glue dot this bow bottom left corner of the white focal point. And then last but not least, to finish this off, and I really do think this is, sometimes it's like, you can take it or leave it. I think this is the finishing touch on this card. So here it is without. I'm going to add these solid faceted gems in boho blue. I'm going to put a large one down here, bottom right of this white part, and then medium top left, small top left. And I just feel like now the card is complete. Sorry, trying to clear the area. So this is my favorite card today. Let me show you the one that's stamped a tiny bit better on the right side. There's no weird cat hair or something that I had today. I'm going to need to clean that stamp really well. So there it is. Thank you, Lori, Cindy. Lori, the blues are beautiful. Lou Ellen, the cards are gorgeous. Thank you. Here, kitty, kitty. No, don't call her back. What's wrong with it? I didn't see that comment in time. Let's see who said it. Marcia, so I don't know now what you're asking, what's wrong with it, but if you clarify, I will say. Have you seen the sneak peeks with the truck punch? So Lori, and I can't remember if you're a demonstrator, Lori. Literally, I can't remember. But yes, we got to participate if we chose. It was optional and it was $35, totally worth it, in this thing called Creativity Now with Stampin' Up last week. And it was a recorded online virtual stamping experience. And so someone made several cards with the truck, I forget the real name of it, but the truck bundle. She made the cards. She showed us the full stamp set. You know, and all that. For me, those are the only samples I've seen with it because it's not literally released to anyone yet, as far as other than that one demonstrator who got to demonstrate it. It has not been released yet. So I did see those samples. They were super cute. She made like a little treat box. You know how they make with the truck on either side and a little box in between. I forgot what kind of candy she put in there. And some cards. I think, I'm trying to remember which technique she did. So I think you can color it. Anyway, that's what I've seen, Lori, and I'm gonna say it can be both. It definitely had holiday images in the set. I honestly don't remember what greetings were in it. I did take a screenshot, but it's on my phone, which is this camera right now. Anyway, I think you're gonna love it, and I think it will be not only for Christmas, yeah, but you will be able to use it for Christmas. I'm pretty sure there was a Christmas tree in there to put in the back of the truck, of course. Anyway, so hopefully that helps. Okay, Lori, cool, not a demo. I literally couldn't remember. And by the way, Marcia, the hair, see this line right here, which I know is very subtle and small, but I kept catching those, and on this one, and it was just getting on my nerves. So I think a cat hair was stuck across the stamp, but it's so thin that I can't physically see it with my eyeballs to remove it. So I'm gonna have to just thoroughly clean the stamp, see how it's going up there too. So that was my issue, just me being picky. Trucking along. Thank you, Vicky. Trucking along. She says, can't wait for it to be released. Yeah, no problem. And so, of course, Lori, you know, I'm going to say you, of course, can join my team if you're interested and then have access to all this stuff. Although that one event is over, like it's too late for people to join that, but you know. Okay, Timeless Charm. Someone asked Lou Ellen, which stamps did I use today? They're called Timeless Charm, which made these cards today. This will be available. It's a bundle, July 6th, or if you would like to join my team by tomorrow, you can still get this on July 1st before it comes out to the public if you join my team, but the special ends tomorrow, June 30th. $155 in merch for only $99 plus tax, and you could include this. Or you can wait till July 6th, no problem, and purchase it. Or if you're already a demonstrator, you can go buy it right now from yourself and get your discount. So hopefully that helps with the name of the stamp I used today. Of course, in the email that will go out later today, you guys will see my a link to the supply list and all that stuff. Although the stamp set's not listed because none of us non-Stampin' Up employees have access to that graphic and all that stuff yet. So anyway, because you can't buy it yet. Okay, I will also have these recipe cards on the blog, stamptherapist.com, 11 a.m. Central. And you'll be able to look at them and or print them. It has the supplies and the measurements. I will also have the supply list on the blog and the individual photos, which will also be in my VIP Facebook group today as well. Okay, let me see. Thank you, Llewellyn. Cindy, catch and replay, no problem. Thank you, Mary Ann. Very nice. Let me see over here. Pat, thank you very much. Your favorite. I think you mean the last one. Love it. Thank you, Margie. Ooh, this card is my favorite. Love all the blues. Yes. I know there's something about these blues that are very pretty and soothing also. To me anyway. Thanks, Sherry and Marcia. I need to win these cards. Yes. Elaine, thanks. Lori, thanks. Cindy, thank you. Awesome. Okay, well, everyone have a great day and week. I'm going to start Seal, thank you. Darlin, thank you. Yes, see you tonight. I was about to say I'm about to start typing tutorials. Well, actually, I'm going to do a few things I have to do after my video for the video. But I'm going to start typing tutorials. So if you're signed up for bingo, you'll get an email later today with your PDF instructions, the Zoom link reminder, and whatever other reminders I normally send you guys for bingo. But you will get that later today. But any other questions about anything, everybody, just let me know. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great evening and week and weekend. And if you're on my team, I'll see you Saturday at the Zoom. Bye.